Hey there, Mark Anthony here today, and a little casual day at home, and I had to show you what my refrigerator looks like. And let me tell you, this is just one of those standard little refrigerators. If there's something I wanted to change, this would be it. I would love to have a refrigerator that has about 3 or 4 more cubic square feet, and in fact, the refrigerator out in my studio is actually better than this refrigerator. So yeah, I know I take better care of you than I do of myself. So but this is my basic refrigerator. By the way, this is not staged. This is pretty much the way it looks on any given day. Of course, you've got a lot of adjustments that go on from time to time. I guess I'll just start with the top and work my way down here. I make this top shelf a smaller shelf because that's what I use for my leftovers. Those are the things that I want to consume right away. I don't need a big shelf up here for what I'm going to consume on a regular basis. And right here I've got some hummus. This is some potato salad. And then I've got some tofu eggless salad sandwiches there. Some potatoes. These are some potatoes that I got to go through the next day or two. And I'm actually thawing out some lasagna. I portion lasagna, cut it up, freeze it so I can pull out portions as I want them. My next shelf is really my fruit island. Of course, in the back here, just to let you know, I better get detailed here. I've got some tahini back here. There's some maple syrups. And then I've got some Vegenases back there. I've got a few extras of those right now. Right here, this is my fruit island, basically my fruit island. I've got some strawberries, my grapes. Here's some pineapple good to go and some cantaloupe good to go. I've got a little stash back here of some organic non-GMO tofu. That's the best to get, and so I do consume a lot of tofu. And right here is just my cheese bin, mostly Daiya cheese. That's what I do all the time if I'm going to do cheeses. Over here is a little bit of a salad section. I'll get these pre-done salads from time to time. Problem is I don't always go through all of it, those organic salads. I do like these here with the 6 heads of romaine. And they seem to have a longer shelf life for me, and I can just chop one up and that type of thing. And then I think I've got some kale back here and some items that I'm going to be using here this week. So everything changes a little bit. In fact, let me show you. This right here is my salad station just for making salads. And I've got some broccoli down here. This has cucumbers in it. I've got some, well, these are actually left over from a recipe, so I've got some green olives there. Carrots, onions. Over here in water, I've got some radishes and some celery and some carrots. On the back here, I've got some sprouts that are in paper. And then I've actually got some of these regular Brussels sprouts that I'm going to be cooking up. So anyway, but this is really nice because you can pull out this whole shelf and then just go and make your salads in a matter of minutes and have a fresh salad all the time. So I always do this and have containers with different things already cut up and cleaned and everything. Most of the things I do, I like to clean them before they go in the cooler. You know, why are you going to put dirty produce in a clean refrigerator? And if you do that, your mind is going to be saying, well, now I got to wash it, I got to clean it, you know. So where if you wash your food and put it in here, then your brain is saying, oh, it's all ready to go. So your mind is thinking fast food. There are a couple things I don't wash because they don't have a longer shelf life, things like that. But for the most part, I like to wash it, prep it, clean it, cut it. Whatever I can do to make it easier in the future. Take that 5-10 minutes when you get home from the grocery store and just knock it out. Now down here, I've got backup. This is kind of backup of beans, and I've got some really cool carrots here that I'm getting ready to do some really unique artwork with. And I've got some beets, which are very difficult to clean until you're ready to cook them, and some carrots and turnips and things like that. So, and then this side of my cooler has my lemons and my peppers, a few tomatoes, avocados hold really good in the fridge. You get a lot longer shelf life this way. And I do watch this very carefully because if one goes bad, sometimes everything starts going bad. So you really want to keep a good eye on it to make sure that you're not going to be losing product there. For the most part, your fruits and vegetables are going to have a longer shelf life than a lot of your meats and hamburger and things like that. You know, sometimes your meats and, you know, you'll have a few days, where most of this stuff you're going to have a few weeks. So you definitely do get a longer shelf life. All right, let me share with you what we got over here. Earth Balance, that's my main go-to for butter. My little stevia section up here, I do a lot of those stevias. I've got my yeast right there for my breads. I do my homemade breads. Here's jellies and some little condiments, that type of thing. Here I've got my mustards, my mayonnaise that's actually open, and a barbecue sauce. And then there's some ketchup over there, which is actually the ketchup without the high fructose corn syrup. That's what I always look for. I've got my milks here, usually doing almond milks and soy milks, a couple of healthy beverages, and then some of the silk creamers for tea, which works really good. And then on the bottom, I've got some rice oil down here and lemon juice. I hate having two open ones, but that's happens sometimes when I do events. And then a couple Bragg's liquid aminos and some garlic and salsa. So that's pretty much it. That is the extent of my refrigerator. And let me tell you, it is so much easier to do a refrigerator like this that's clean and organized. And when you come in and look at it, you always have options of something to eat. You know, there's so many varieties, boom, boom, boom. And this will change all the time. Sometimes I have 5 or 6 different items up here to choose from. And as you can see, it's just an easy functioning way to design your refrigerator so that it's always inviting to have good food to eat. And, the grapes are great. I love these bags that you can just rinse them off, and I'll usually set them on a thing so they're dry and then bring them in here. Same thing with the strawberries, and but I'll chop those up from time to time and actually have them like this too. So, but there you go. That is the easy functioning way to do your refrigerator. And this is what's going to give you success. When you design your refrigerator around the healthy lifestyle and the healthy foods, then you're going to have more success. Where if the only thing you have in your refrigerator is cold cuts and meats and cheeses and eggs and all these unhealthy products, which you can load up your fridge with everything that's unhealthy nowadays, then you're not going to have much success in transforming your life into a healthier lifestyle. So this is one of the key elements to having a successful growth. Get your refrigerator functioning the way it's supposed to. So Mark Anthony here, and we will see you next time in the studio kitchen.